And let me tell you why I was late today. It's because I was trying to try a new software. I'm telling you, StreamYard, they got me locked in. Like, and I really was thinking, I've been with StreamYard so long. Like, I used to have another show. StreamYard is the program that I live stream through. I've been with them so long. I used to do them through with another show. And every time I get ready to tell them it's over, honey, they come with some new features. And you know what I mean? Now and then of course the person that I thought I was gonna leave them for start acting up, because that's how it is in a marriage. You married to somebody and you get the 7-year itch, the 10-year itch, and you be like, that's it. You know what? I'm tired of this, because you start looking at somebody who was real attractive. And then, of course, the person that was attractive was the devil. So I try to go through this other software and looking good, just how it is with your new thing that you thought was going to be a thing, but really ain't a thing. And right before I get ready to make the big switch, my videos don't play. Guys, y'all know this whole show is about me being able to play the videos, us being able to react to them. So that software bye, guys. Guys, nice knowing you. Okay, good to meet you, and don't want to see you. Okay, because I can't have any trouble. And of course, now StreamYard is looking real good tonight. Okay, I'm looking real good, and I know what it is because I turned off this other light. See, this that grandma light right here. Look at this. This basically an overhead light. That's probably why it's looking ashy. Oh, you know what? I need to change the color of the light. But anyway, this is the only light I need. Let me send my daddy this link. I promise to send my daddy this show link tonight so I can turn it. Hey, Daddy, here's my show. Child, and this other thing was gonna charge me. Not charge me, but I was only gonna be able to stream for 120 minutes before they made you buy it. But I'm so glad I ain't put no money into it, because I wouldn't have had my videos wouldn't have been playing. And once I get this live set up, I need it to be set up so I could go the whole time. Here's my show. All right. I be trying to do 1,000 things at once. The only way you get somebody to work for you is if you take the time and do this yourself for however long it takes you to build up a team. And I'm gonna tell you, I try to think of topics before, I'll write down topics throughout the week. But when it's a talk show, and especially a live stream talk show like this, I need to go with the topics that's trending today, the things I'm thinking about today, because what I'm thinking about today, other people are thinking about today. So anyway, child. Then first of all, how y'all like my dress? Let me show y'all my dress. Isn't this so super cute? I looked at this dress for this girl. I got a neighbor. She from the Ukraine. And I looked at their colors, right? I looked at the flag. I wanted to give her one of these dresses because I got these dresses when I volunteered for the fire relief thing. They had 1,000, 2,000 of these dresses, and nobody was taking them. So of course I was like, oh no, that's the Lord, my reward for being out here in the hot sun. So anyway, but the thing about these, so I wanted to give one to my neighbor because she is just so sweet, but she don't speak that much English, but we just say hi and whatever we can communicate with it, yeah, okay, thanks. But I have these brand new dresses, so I looked up the colors of the Ukraine flag, and I was like, and this was the colors of the Ukraine flag. But I was like, no, she's a blonde woman with this blonde hair. She needs something lighter and brighter. This dark, it wasn't going to do her any good. And child, of course, when I put it on, I'm like, I'm so glad I did not give this away, because now what y'all seeing is, and I think I'm going to do this to all the dresses. Y'all are seeing me with the dress on backwards, because look at how deep it's cut in the front. I can't be having my church members see this kind of deep cut in the front. Look at this, honey. But if I get a hot date, I will be turning it back around, okay? Because now, of course, this hot date gotta, we gotta be going on a few dates, and I still gotta have. Guys, I'm 50. I still gotta have my shawl on over it, but just be one of them things where like I've been over and like the wind catch the shawl and he'd be like, my goodness, good googly mug, what is under there? Okay. One of them. But I can't be out on a date with it like that. But I think I'm gonna do it to all of them because it makes the smock neck, like you see from behind, it makes a smock neck where it looks like real sexy. And of course, let me tell y'all something. I am a champion right now. Honey, I have been rocking my own hair. I think that's why all the like black men that like date white women, I think they really like me too because I meet a lot of them. And it's probably because of that. Because like I could just like jump in the pool. Like I be like strong arm in the pool. Like I see a pool and I be like diving in that joint head first. You know what I'm saying? I am not. And that's really why I be rocking it. I'm like, no. When am I gonna rock my own self? My own self. Like, and it is no shade to people who rock extensions. I love it. I look good every day. I be thinking about my extensions because I still got them in the drawer. Every day I be thinking about my braids, but every day I be like, honey, like the Lord gave me something to rock for myself, something that is just for you and is unique to you. And when am I going to rock that? When am I going to be? Because, you can go on, like, I feel like when I go on these auditions, right? Everyone looks the same. I mean, we all look the same anyway, because that's the whole thing about typecasting is like you fit a type. But I feel like where I always want to stand out is just being my most authentic self. So, and honey, this what I was telling you is I'm so proud of myself, honey. I rocked my own hair on my birthday. Do you know, guys? Let me tell y'all something. When you're suffering from a weave narcotic addiction, because hair weave is a narcotic, okay? When you suffering from a weave narcotic addiction, and you come to an event where you need to look good, that is where you really got to struggle over the line. You get to shake, you get the weave shakes, like you just want to look real good. That ponytail. All right. I'm so happy to see y'all in the building. Summer 6U, Stacy, Angelique Long, you have always had a head full of hair. Yes, I have, child. And let me tell you something, I have, but when, it's nothing like that, girl. That ponytail be having you look, it just go down to your butt. And Nova, y'all know as part of being the big butt crew, like when something is going to your butt, it's just like pointing at one of your greatest assets. Honey, you be like, you know what I'm saying? I be walking around in the Herbal Essence commercial all day long. You say I'm addicted to. Okay. So anyway, so thank y'all so much for bearing with me through the technical difficulties. StreamYard, all I need you to do is act right. I'm pretty satisfied with StreamYard, except I just need to not have no freezer. I need you to act right. But I am so happy to be back live. And what I really love about this show, y'all, okay, and Nova, I got to get y'all on here too, is because I really love kicking it with my friends, talking about whatever's hot. I think about having big guests, but that's not what's fun to me. What's fun is having, there go my Auntie Gwen right there again. Anyway, Auntie Gwen is in the building. Mike is in the building. And guys, we're about to have the time of our lives. First of all, say hello to my Auntie Gwen. Say hello to comedian Mike Lee, good friend of mine.
Hello, Auntie Gwen.
Hi.
Mike, why are you far back? We need you like closer. Like you see how me and Gwen, like we in 4D.
I need to move my station closer.
You need to move your station because we is in 4D right now. You all the way back there in SD.
Okay, here we go. I
you
moved
good.
my station.
And I wish you could have it flipped horizontally. Nova said, hey, Auntie Gwen and Mike.
This is 2025.
Hey.
Hey. This is 2025. I have the technical skill to turn this into that.
Yes, and look what I got. I got a new technical skill when I have these comments. Okay, Now, StreamYard, I know y'all looking at my StreamYard. The one thing I need y'all to do is for the comments, okay? I need y'all to not have this long line across my guest face, okay? Just put a little comment right here and just let it, go to the next line or whatever. But anyway, Nova is laughing. The Big Butt Crew. Let me get another. Thing, or at least
I
have
heard
this
your
this
comment about the
right.
Big Butt Crew.
Big Butt Crew, honey. My whole
That's
family
me.
in the Big Butt Crew.
Talk about assets. Let me stop.
My whole family, my whole friends. You know how like when you see a group of friends or you see a group of like a family member and like all of them got the big chest. Like I feel like those chests are really antennas attracting each other. That's how I feel like the butts are. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even know we like each other, but these butts need company. So they just be like, "Oh, she cool right here."
I've
All
never
right.
heard it put that way, that butts need company. I'm not fighting it.
You
I'm
say I
supporting
need
it.
to see the glasses on. The glasses on. Ooh.
This is what I put on when I hear butts. I'm working right now. Wherever the butts are, I want to be able to
Wherever
see
the
them.
butts are.
Wherever the butts
Well,
are. What's up, ladies?
doing good. How about yourself? How was everybody's
Oh,
day?
Very good.
Yes.
everything is everything out in the streets in Los Angeles. I'm ride
Yes.
sharing these days, so I'm out in the
Yes.
streets and seeing everything.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that you ride share because there was a new big beautiful bill that was just passed. And
Okay.
I just was wondering, like sometimes I feel like, because I have voted democratically, historically a Democrat, but really, resonated some things with Democrats and Republicans resonate with me both because, you have values, so, but I do feel like sometimes my Democratic friends, I want to side with their anger against a certain topic so much that I'm failing to break down and to really look into something that may be okay. So, when I looked at the big beautiful bill, I'm like, let's break this down because I
Break it
want to
down.
see.
Break it down.
Okay, well, first of all, for if y'all don't know, Trump just passed a big beautiful bill,
That's what they
and
call it.
that's what they're calling it. But let me just play a clip, okay, so you can see what it is.
President Trump will sign his big, beautiful bill later today, just as he had hoped. Some intense lobbying secured the needed votes, even as two House Republicans voted no. Illinois Congressman Darren LaHood says this will be rocket fuel to the economy. Some analysts suggest it will increase economic output initially, but may drag down the economy over time. There will be tax changes, including lower taxes on Social Security, no taxes on tips or overtime pay. But the Congressional Budget Office estimates nearly 12 million people will lose government-paid health insurance.
It's
Okay.
amazing how you can get so many devils at the table surrounding each other. And they all look alike, too. Just devils. It's crazy. That bill makes no
Well,
sense. None.
before we even break down the devil, let's break down the bill, okay, and let's see what the bill is talking about because I feel like we need to give everything, like we need to put the information out there because when I think about just off the break, a person making under $50,000 who is a waiter, waitress, whatever, not having to pay taxes on tips, that is a huge help to them. Not having to pay taxes on overtime, like overtime be taxed like 50%. So to
Well,
not have
don't get caught up on the tips because most people that are collecting tips working in that area in that space, they're not making that money as far as they're not making 50,000 on the salary where that would be applicable to their tips. They're not making that, so
I know, so that's
they're
why they
already not
don't
being
get to
taxed. You're already if you're a wait staff or waiter or someone who's making average, you're not being taxed. You never was being taxed on your tips. So
mm,
it's just more
I
talk.
think you are because they have to report them. They have to report the taxes because when you're a waitress, you report the taxes because you have to pay out the bar back. You got to pay out the bartender. You have to pay out the people in the restaurant. So that's why it's being reported, because you have to come back to the restaurant and you have to say, okay, this is how much I made. So this is how much these people get. So
Now
that's why they're being reported.
you're talking about the honesty program. People aren't honest with the tips that they do get, so that kind of goes out the window. So they
But they have
generalize
to be
what they
it.
believe you might make, and you're not making a lot of money anyway when you're doing these kind of jobs. So
Well,
the
I
tips
mean,
aren't
if
really
you're
getting it.
making less than 50,000, you're not gonna be subjected to the tips. If you're making less
Or the
than
tax.
50,000, you're not to the tax. If you're making less than 50,000, you're not going to be subjected to the
Yeah.
overtime. But let me get the bill up and let's break down what's happening, and I'll ask you the question. Who really
Go.
wins here? First of all, I got my guest here with me tonight, breaking down Trump's big, beautiful bill. Antee Gwen looking vivacious right here, live and in person and on the flyer. And Mike Lee. Guys, first of all, my Canva skills is way up, okay? Stop playing, okay? Let's see who really wins. But before we even talk about that, guys, I want to ask you, if you're looking at this live right now, do me a favor and share this live with 2 friends. Thank you so
Please share
much,
it.
guys. We've been doing it
Yes.
10 months.
Share it.
And thank you so much. We're
We're
almost
having fun.
monetized. We were before, but they said the controversial videos, honey, they can't approve it. So now we've just taken a turn to just talk about the things that we want to talk about
Don't
without the
worry about the
controversy.
monetizing. Let's get to the talk.
Let's get
Get
to
to
the
the meat.
talk, okay?
Let's get to the
And if you
talk.
are looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit this subscribe button right now. I am worried about the monet. No, I'm not worried, but I do want to be monetized because, honey, this is a
You will.
Nova said, "You not gay?" She said, "I'm reading that T-shirt." Like, I think. She said, "Or the phone, Dale." Okay. Hey, Jamal. Jamal is in the building. Okay, let's get to the question real fast.
Go
The
to the
first
question.
question is, who really wins? Here is President Trump's one big beautiful bill is now the law, the largest tax cut in history, according to the Joint Committee on Taxation. Will be most beneficial for workers and families less than 50,000 a year. It says bigger paychecks of 10,000 in annual take-home pay for families. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. A 12.5 billion modernization of our air traffic control system. Then it says permanently increasing the child care tax credit for more than 40 million families, permanently securing our borders for the finishing of the wall, hiring new ICE officers, driving down energy costs, a tax deduction on Made in America auto loan interest, protection for 2 million farm workers. Okay, so they're not going to be put out no more. Creating Trump accounts for every newborn, every American newborn. So I need to chat GBT that real fast. And it says strengthening
It's
Medicaid
a
by
thousand
eliminating waste.
dollars he wants to give you for a newborn for a Trump account, and in this Trump account,
Mm.
it grows over time as accounts do. So from birth to age 30, the account, if you don't do anything with it, it'll do about $4,000. So but the ideal of it is just appeasing that maniac's ego, And it was, look, when Kamala had her plan talking about she wanted to give people $5,000 when you
I
have a
mean, are
baby.
we gonna are
This was a little better. And let me just say this right out front, so whoever's listening, I think Trump is despicable. Okay, despicable. And anything that he talks about, we got to really look at it with a real close eye, because 9 times out of 10, he is lying.
That's not even
well,
the breakdown
go
of
ahead, Gwen.
that's not even a breakdown what really is happening with that bill.
What is really happening with the bill? Because I looked it up on Chat GPT, and I've got the pros and cons, but please share with us your wisdom here.
So what I've read that okay, so the tax on the tips, it start at what, 25,000, and then but it's like an expiration date on it. But the billionaires, there's no expiration date on their tax cuts. So I
Mm.
feel like the
Let me
billionaires.
look it up. Is there an expiration
It's
date on?
absolutely true. It sunsets 2028. They sunset that part, but the tax cuts for the billionaires,
It's
that goes
permanent.
into more of a permanent stance.
Permanent. So I
She's
think the
absolutely
billionaires
right.
win. They
Okay,
win.
let me look up
Okay.
ChatGPT. Are the no tax on tips
Why don't you put
permanent?
in there, are you in a cult if you support Donald Trump? Ask ChatGPT that. Put that, America, if you listening to my voice,
Hold
put that
on,
in your
hold
chat
on,
GTP.
hold
Am I
on,
in a cult if I'm supporting Donald Trump? I bet you tell you, yeah.
hold on. Am I in a cult if I'm supporting Donald
Donald Trump.
Trump? Hold on.
What does chat
Okay,
GTP say?
okay. Chat. It says, hold on. Of course, it's Chat GPT don't even come up because see the
That's
GPT is in
because
a cult too.
It's
The
trying
yeah,
to
GPT
stay
is
on
in a
because it
cult
says,
too.
that's
yes,
right.
look,
Oh,
it,
it
ChatGPT is
said,
in the
oh,
cult.
you're right. It says, so no, it's not a permanent tax break. It's a temporary measure set to expire in 2028 unless
yeah,
Congress acts to extend it.
yeah. They're Republicans. They're not
Oh,
going to do anything.
okay. So
They're in
it
a
says,
cult. They're
okay,
in a
well let
cult.
me put it in. ChatGPT is back. Am I in the cult if I'm supporting Donald Trump? Let's see what ChatGPT said. Okay. It says it says, I'm sorry, but I can't help with that request. Guys, allegedly ChatGPT is in the same cult.
ChatGTP wants to stay on. And if it started talking
That's
about this
right. That's
cult,
to keep their job.
Trump will cut him off.
Let's see what the comments say. Who really wins here? I mean, the thing is, if I'm not able to pay, I mean, I feel like we need to give credit to some of the things that are happening. Although I am definitely not with the cutting of the Medicaid, but their goal for trying to cut the Medicaid is trying to cut the immigrant families off of the Medicaid, which is still wrong too, because most of the immigrant families I know, honey, they hardworking people. They just want to be over here supporting their family and they want the benefits of the land, but their mindset is preserving that for naturalized and American citizens. Let's see what the comments said. Okay, the comments said Milano said a terrible bill. Hold on, let me take this
Very
let me
terrible,
take this banner
Milano.
out.
Very terrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
uh
pour another drink.
let me
Terrible.
let me let me go. Let me put this right here. He said terrible bill. He said Jamal said so he's trying to create a Trump mutual fund. Ridiculous. I mean, I'm with $1,000 when your baby is born that sits in an account that grows over time. I'm with it. Are we going to be able to contribute to the accounts?
Of course.
Because if you're able to contribute to the account but not take it out by the time your child gets 18 years old, it should have grown to a nice bit of their college fund.
If you do the traditional $5,000 a year is what you can contribute to that kind of account, when they get of age, it should be somewhere north of $190,000. You
So
know, when they get of it,
what is
but
wrong with that?
no, you're missing the point. It's not anything that you can't do on your own for your own child. The
Most
ideal
people
that he's
are
giving
not
you a
gonna be
thousand.
able to do it on their own. Most people don't do it on their own. Most people don't put up $1,000. They having the baby, they can't afford it as it is. Diapers enough
So
cost.
what do you think they're
Maybe
gonna
the
do
kid.
with $1,000 if you put it
I'm
in a
saying
fund?
if they
They're gonna
can't
spend a
remove it.
thousand dollars. I mean,
No, but
To
they're
if
gonna
live
they
spend a
on.
can't
thousand
remove it,
dollars.
if
To
they
live
cannot remove, huh?
They're gonna
Gwen?
spend it if they have access to it. They're gonna spend it to live on.
But I
If
don't
you
feel
keep
like they're gonna
living,
have
there will
access
be a
to it.
way to access those funds.
Mhm.
Mm,
But that
mm.
$1,000, Lord, come on. You
That's
need way
nothing.
Well,
more.
right now you don't
That's
get nothing. Right
nothing.
now you don't get.
It's like
Right
a
now
penny.
you get nothing though.
Like
Right
I
now you get
said,
nothing.
Kamala wanted to give you 5,000.
Okay, but Kamala's not in.
No,
She's
I'm
not
just
in the
saying we can't.
office.
When you dealing with a cult, you got to remember I'm dealing with a cult. See, they said we don't want the 5,000, we want the thousand. That
J-
tells me you're in a cult.
Jamal says, so he's trying to create a Trump mutual fund. Ridiculous. Milano said, true. He said everything that he creates is for his own wealth creation and power.
Absolutely.
He says
Absolutely.
we about to straight up
Friggin'
lose lose our what personal freedoms. Jamal said he is taking money from the poor to fund the tax cuts for billionaires while trying to play up racism to make us believe that getting rid of immigrants is helping to fund all of it. He said the man is a conformed Jew. Ooh, what does that mean? Please put that,
What does that mean? He's a conformed
guys.
Jew. Jamal, I
He's
want
Conformed
to
Jew.
not a,
send you
he's
$20.
not a Jew at all.
Guys, hold on. The views of the Dell Show 2.0 are not necessarily the views of the comments. Okay.
Milano
Um,
Pearson said he's a reformed Jew or what,
a
reformed.
conformed Jew. He
Okay, go ahead.
said he'll control you how you access the money. It's a scheme that Todd set up. Jamal said Trump will give it to you and tax it in the future. He's a con artist. Now
Yeah,
I do believe in, like the thing is too is, guys, when you're dealing with politics, you're dealing with the con artist, period. But I just be trying to look at the
No,
like
no, no, no,
the
no,
good.
no.
What?
Stop doing that. Let's not
What?
put Trump on the level of Barack Obama and saying they're both the
no,
No, no,
same.
no. You know
absolutely
Let's
what?
not
not.
say they all con artists because Trump is
You
a
are so
criminal.
correct.
That's right.
Okay. Now Obama might have done his dirt. Who knows? Bush may have done his dirt. Who knows? Clinton may have done his dirt. Who knows? But none of those guys got 94 got convictions. None of them
That's
got
Mm,
right.
34
That's
convictions. None
right.
of them.
mm,
And
mm.
believe me, if Donald Trump in his first presidency could have convicted anybody or brought charges, he would have had Bill Barr do it. Nothing to bring. Nobody to
Guys,
touch.
um, I just want to say that I didn't realize I was going to wake up this much
Nope.
passion when I invited Mike onto the show to discuss. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's the passion. He holding the passion in his hand.
This keeps me from being radicalized. Okay? This keeps it all in the
Oh,
chair. It keeps it all
okay.
in the chair.
Guys, first of all, I just want to say this, guys. If you're looking at this on playback, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We do
Right
this each
now.
and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And guys, if you're looking at this live, please do me a favor and share this live with two friends. I just so appreciate you guys for coming in each and every week. And this show will be an hour today because I just want to bring it back to an hour, just want to get it back to an hour. And I'm just so grateful to have my Auntie Gwen, who is yawning right now, and Mike, who is Mike Lee, comedian Mike Lee, who is riled up right now. Okay.
Don't be
Um,
getting me going.
let's take a turn because we talk about you said Mike got his help on tonight. You said let's not even mention the Epstein list. They
Oh
all
my
do dirt,
God.
Milano said. Okay.
Oh my God.
Don't start, huh?
Oh, my word. Okay. This is
Go.
what I want to transition to because I saw this on the internet. And what an interesting topic right here. Okay, look at these two sisters right here. Two sisters own and operate every single McDonald's in Compton. Is this helping or hurting our community?
What? Well,
Two
first of all,
sisters.
why is the McDonald's emblem upside down? Is that for woman, or is that for wow, or is that for watch out? What does that
That's
really
for
mean?
that's hold on. That's
Talk
for
to me.
McDonald's. That's for
So they clowning us
McDonald's.
now. Now they clowning us.
Two
Honey, go give me the
sisters
shovel. We gonna
own
dig up John Amos. We
every
digging up
single
John Amos tonight.
McDonald's.
They clowning us.
No,
Okay.
but seriously, because
All
I
serious.
was checking the comments, right? And the comments was like, I don't know if that's good. Because, you do think about, I love the fact that these are Black women. They are wealthy because they have purchased a franchise. They got their daughters into it. But when you think about health and you think about where McDonald's and what McDonald's has and looking at what the health videos and all of that, and these franchises are being opened up all around our communities, and then but nobody's making you go in there. So that's what I want to find out. Is it helping or hurting our community? Y'all put it in the
So,
comments
but
too.
but what you're doing, you're conflating here. You're putting the success of these women, these entrepreneurs, these Black women, along with the health of McDonald's. We already know if you eat McDonald's for 30 days and you're Black, you're dead. You already know that. White people, let's go send you to the
First of all,
hospital. But
let
black
me
people,
stop
you
you.
eat
Hold
McDonald's
on,
for 30
hold
days,
on.
your ass is
Guys,
dead.
let me stop you right there, guys. This whole show is allegedly, okay? I just wanted you to know that we will not be getting sued from any of the comments.
So I
That
think
So
is,
that it's good. It's good that they have a business, but
mm-hmm.
you know, like Mike said, they're not making you eat that. You know, you
No,
go and
it's a
no.
choice.
they're not making you eat that. You know, so I don't go
No,
to
they're
them.
not making you go in there. It is a matter of though accessibility. When I go in Beverly Hills, when I tell you I gotta
There's no
drive
McDonald's in
miles
Beverly
to see
Hills.
a
Where?
McDonald's, I gotta drive
Where?
miles to see it.
Where?
But
Yeah,
you said what?
They're
it might be hurting in in that sense, because it's available. They have one like on every corner almost, but
I mean,
in that
there are no McDonald's in Beverly Hills.
I know, but I'm just saying, not there, but
But you know what they got in Beverly Hills? Are you ready?
what?
Subway.
Yeah, I mean, Subway appears, healthier, but it's not.
it's
Is
not
Well,
that,
hold
healthy.
on, hold on. This whole show is allegedly. I don't know
I'm
what
telling.
Subway
What
got
would
in there.
Jared say?
Okay.
I don't know. They got Subway. I don't know. I'm just
I
telling
mean,
you.
because I love the success of it. I love the success, and also too, I went and looked them up. They are Patricia Williams, along with her daughters Nicole Aniru and Carrie Harper Howie, own all 13 McDonald's locations in Compton and a total of 21 in the LA area. They employ over 1,100 people with an annual revenue around $50 million. So they
I think
have,
that's good right there.
I'm
huh?
I got a
I think that's
girlfriend. So
good.
why you telling me about all this stuff? What are we talking about here?
I think that
Typically,
they are entrepreneurs is great.
no, I do. I'm in there employed because that's the thing is
And they're
they're
employing people in the
employing a lot of
community.
people in the community.
So
They also have they also have done a scholarship and literacy foundation. They award scholarships to local students. They partnered with a school district and did to promote independent reading programs. They do the toy drive. They do the make teachers night. They do they volunteer with
they
Ronald
are
McDonald House.
they are
Yeah.
a plus in the community though.
Yeah. I mean, I
But
feel
on the other side of that coin, don't eat our food every day. It ain't that good.
and also too, I feel like
Have some variety.
that's what McDonald's itself is saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like McDonald's does a lot of things in the community. Of course, McDonald's just lost a lawsuit too from Byron Allen because they were supposed to put more money in black ads and they didn't, so he sued him and he won,
Byron Allen,
Byron Allen. This
So
Fairfax
this
High School, Byron Island. Okay, go ahead.
Byron Allen, this brother is, when I tell you, balling out the wazoo.
He is
Yeah.
for years.
So, let's see what the comments said.
Gwen,
Jamal, I just came out.
sorry.
You said,
Gwen,
uh, no,
I'm so sorry.
Gwen is relaxing. Hold on, let me change this view so y'all can, so we
I'll
can
be
make
working
sure that
12-hour
okay,
shifts, y'all.
that's what it is. First of all, I want to take it back to Jamal saying Mike got his help on tonight. Okay. He says, so there's no Epstein list because he's actually on it. Jamal said that's for Weight Watchers. Watch out for this word. Watch out for this word. Terrible. Let me shut up too because I once modeled for the McDonald's employee catalog. Jamal, yes, Lord. You said terrible once
I
again.
just what the
Awful.
hell does
Look
that look
for
like?
um Jamal, I think you need to send us a picture. You said Byron State winning. Yes, they should have picked a better, more healthy choice. I feel like, if a franchise system is set up, okay, it's already a brand, because that's the thing about the franchises. It's already a brand. So you're investing into something that already has advertising. They already doing their own thing, and it helps them to become millionaires, which employs a lot of people, and they can show people the system and help other people become millionaires. So that's where it helps. You said check my DM. Hold on. Jamal, I gotta check my DM real fast. Dang. How am I gonna be able to check my DM? Because I made everybody put their phone on.
Impossible.
Let me check my DM and see
Well, you know
Jamal.
what? As you're checking your DM, McDonald's does contribute to the community in a great way, from scholarships and they to
Yeah,
sending people to school, to helping
yeah,
communities all over, to giving people a chance to become an entrepreneur and make money. So yeah, I mean, it is
yeah.
what it is. I mean, their
It is.
product. It's not like they selling cocaine. That's a whole nother story.
Right.
But
And
I
then
mean,
you don't have to eat it every day. Because I'm
you don't
telling
have
you,
you can't eat cocaine every day. Try
no,
eating
what I'm
cocaine
saying
every
is
day. It won't last long.
McDonald's. I said, I don't eat. I mean, it's like a blue moon, but I do like that filet of fish without the tartar sauce.
There you go. Talk what you talking about. That's Fridays. That's on Fridays. What
And
you
then,
That's
Lord,
Friday.
Why?
I gotta have one
Hold on.
right now.
I just need to know, why does everyone think the filet of fish is the healthiest of
it's
everything?
not
It just
healthy, but it
It's
tastes
the worst. I like the price. Gwen, I like the
okay.
price.
It tastes okay.
everybody that don't eat McDonald's talk about, you know what? I'm just gonna get the fish sandwich, and you still getting the bread, you getting the tartar. So I don't know what that fish is allegedly. Okay, so Jamal,
Well,
send
You
me
don't
that
know what nothing
food.
is that you eat at a fast food place. You don't know what nothing is. So,
well, you guys
No,
remember when when Taco Bell decided to use 100% beef? I was wondering what the hell were you guys doing prior to that statement?
before.
What
Okay,
were we doing here?
before.
This is
oh
we got to
Oh,
be listening. And I was at Denny's one time, and a lady told me, "Shh, do you want real eggs?"
what?
I
Real
said, "What are
eggs,
you talking about?" Yeah, they have the carton eggs, and they have the real eggs, but you got to ask for the real eggs. This is Denny's.
guys.
God.
You might be hot. This is
Hold
Denny's.
on. Let me put it up here, guys.
I
This
Put it
whole
out there.
show
Go
is
ahead.
allegedly. Okay, this whole show is allegedly, guys. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing. Um, um. Okay, well, if you're
Then
looking
you
at
can't
this
come back for real eggs. It's hard.
guys,
It's
if you're
hard.
looking at this right now on playback, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. If you're looking at this
Hit it.
live, share this live with two friends. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. And thank you so much, y'all, for coming on each and every week, y'all, because we do this each and every week at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay, well, let's move on because I got some
Okay.
relationship stuff. That I found on the web, and I just need to ask y'all about it. Oh, her video didn't even upload. Well, let me upload the video real fast. Because I just definitely want y'all to answer this question real fast. I saw it on TikTok today, and this is my girl from New Jersey, so I need y'all to weigh in on the comments on this one. And hold on, give it 2 seconds. In the meantime, Milano said they also contribute to heart disease and neurological damage with their food. They also found human remains in their meat factories. What?
That's
Who?
why they give you value meals.
Oh my
It's a little
word.
cheaper for you because of all that crap in there.
Mm,
Remember that.
mm, mm, mm. I had a meeting at McDonald's one time with at the McDonald's corporate office because we were trying to get them to sponsor like this nonprofit that I had started. And she said that every time they have a bad report that come out about the food, sales spike. So people don't even care. She said sales spike, food spike. She said you hear something about the fries, and how the fries is poison. And she was like, and now the fries sales spike up. Like,
Hey sis, so I have a question. You meet a guy, you really like him, you go out with him, you enjoy his company. Then you see the relationship get into the next level because you're spending a lot of time together. But you realize that he's not affectionate. He never holds your hand, he never pats you on the butt, you never get any little kisses. But everything else, he's available, he's always, he's a man of his word. Anytime you need him, he's there. But he's just not affectionate. Would you continue dating him? Or would you say, nah, I need somebody that's affectionate and cut it off, even though he checks every other box but affection?
You should marry that guy. What you talking about? He gonna help you buy a house. He gonna help. You
I
can
mean,
get your
it
back.
sounds
You
like
can
it.
get your
It
back
sounds
broken at
like it.
another time.
It's it sounds like. I mean, you do need a good back breaking, though. So what about expressing it to him? What?
Sometimes men, and I'm in that group, I've been in that, sometimes it's our actions that speak. Like, the lights are on, your car note's paid. I love you. That
Mm,
means I love you.
mm.
When I open the door for you, I love you. When I say, hey, honey, answer my phone, I love you.
I mean, that is love, and I just
That's
want to
love.
say that being able to answer your phone is definitely love. Okay, unless of course you got a second phone, But
I got two
I
phones.
just, but Gwen, what say you?
She might have to teach him to be affectionate. Got
Mm,
everything else going, so why can't he learn that?
mm. I
There
Okay?
you
mean, what
go. Gwen
Mike,
gets
what
Gwen gets the
might,
point.
where is he holding back?
You want
What
to
makes a
me?
man?
No,
He's
it's not about
not
holding back. It's about what Gwen said. You don't know. He
teach
may have
him.
learned that from his
If you
dad.
don't learn it, you give him a time, to learn it. He
Uh-huh,
ain't
But
gonna
if
uh-huh.
you got a
learn it.
guy that's
If he
there,
never learns it,
if
okay.
you got a guy that's there 90% of the time, you can teach him the other 10.
Wait, but Gwen,
Right.
if you talk about if he don't learn it, well then that's that. But what if y'all already married and he refused to learn it? What say
What?
y'all in the comments? A guy
I
treats you
thought you was
everything.
dating him. She said you was dating him.
Yeah,
I
you
know
said
I'm talking
now you
about.
if you already married and he's doing that, that means you got your car paid for. Life's good for you. You ain't gonna be bothered with this madness.
First of all, what say y'all in the
It
comments? Y'all heard it.
also means that you accepted him not being affectionate if you
That's
married
right.
him. So
That's
Mm,
right.
mm.
That's right. My
Okay, but what?
girlfriend makes me hold her hand 6 times a week.
okay,
Six
Wow.
of times.
and you all right with that, right?
I'll grab it and hold it like my life depended on it, and it does.
Okay. All right, now.
Am I lying?
Let me see.
She's
Let me
right
see
over
what y'all
there.
said in the comments. Hold on. Let me see what you. Hold on. Jamal sent me a date. Stacy, what does this mean right here? Okay. Would you let him go if he wasn't affectionate but doing everything else, or would you still date him? Let me see what Jamal said in the comments. I mean, let me see the picture. Oh, this wasn't bad, Jamal. Hold on. Let me save this picture. This was a McDonald's model. Let me put Jamal a picture of here. This wasn't bad at all. Okay, he
Does he
modeling for
have
the
on the hat
no, he modeling their uniforms. But let me present the picture so
with
y'all can
no
see.
hat?
No, it wasn't no hat. It was like Jamal. It was McDonald's GQ.
Oh, I see the M
Jamal, you look
on the.
good.
Yeah, I see the
It's a handsome picture right there.
I
Were they
know. I'm
selling
like, this is
hoodies?
McDonald's GQ. When
This
you
is
when you
not
need a
GQ. Are you
sweater
out of
from.
your mind? This is a hoodie. This hoodie could get him killed in Compton. What are you talking about?
Oh my word! You can't even go to work in Compton. Okay.
Now with that red
Uh,
hoodie on, got to come up out that red hoodie. You know what I'm
let me
talking
say,
about.
you said, Stacy said had a good point. She said, "What is your Jamal? Thank you for that photo."
Thank you,
Uh,
Jamal. Great
Milano
photo.
says she should just let him know what it is, and if that's not how he gets down, accept him for who he is. Ooh, Stacy said, "What is your love language?" What is his love? I think you need to find that out. What is his love language?
his
I
love
think his
language
love language is showing up on time and keeping his word, and
You
you
know what
and
my
know.
taking
love
care
language
of you.
is? My love language is lemon peppered hot wings. Ain't that right, baby? That's my love
uh,
language.
First of all, Jamal, you got some admirers out here. Stacy said, "Nice." You said they had me all up at the corporate office in Chicago, and that's where I was too when I had that meeting. You said one had a hat. I didn't download the one with the hat. They have a Christmas catalog for employees. Is it free or they gotta order it?
Now, you know what?
Uh,
When you say McDonald's has a Christmas catalog, that make you laugh inside. Look at you. You're laughing outside now. Nobody gives a damn about a McDonald's Christmas catalog. Everything in there that you're not wearing is going to kill you. You remember that.
oh, guys, hold
I
on
like
before
that
y'all
wig.
wait. Before we go on, I just want to say this whole show is allegedly. Okay, do not come for me for what Mike said. Okay, this is all comedy. All right,
Okay,
let's move, guys.
go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say this: if you're looking at this show on playback, first of all, isn't it so much fun, y'all?
We're
So
having a
much
ball.
Yay.
fun on the Dell Show
Yay.
I love your
2.0.
comments.
Yay.
I love
We
y'all in the
started a little
comments.
late, but boy, I
Yes,
hope they
but
came
y'all
back.
still showed up. Thank y'all so much for being here each and every Tuesday. If you do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now, guys. Not right now, but right now, because now is just so much faster than now. Okay. If you are looking at this live, share this live with two friends. And first of all, I want to thank so much my guest, my Auntie Gwen is in the building, still awake, and Mike, he injecting the energy in us both. Okay. Um, so
And
want to
let me
move
say
on to
this:
it.
I cannot understand why you would not share this with two friends. I don't even understand why anybody wouldn't be supporting you. Are you? I know Dale personally. This is not no Instagram VR world. I've touched her in a good Christian way. But I don't know why you please subscribe, hit that subscribe
Subscribe.
button,
Hit that
and
Subscribe.
subscribe button right.
share with four friends. Share with four
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
Please.
I'm a bump it up to 4. Okay, guys. Okay, I got another relationship advice. Then we got some reaction videos, and we gonna hit it. And let me
Go.
just play it. And Gwen, I'm gonna get your take first, since Mike already has a opinion about this.
All right, I'm gonna get straight to it while I'm getting ready for work. Good morning, y'all. So after I went downstairs and I found having sex, the boyfriend, his brother, was turning my husband every which way but loose. Um, so I went back upstairs. When I went upstairs, yes, I cried. I know y'all probably saying, girl, you was not black, because the black sister would have tore that house up and down. Well, you never know what you would do in that moment. I went upstairs, I cried, I was mad, I was sad and angry. A few hours later my husband then came upstairs. And I had to play it off. Yes, I really played it off, and let me tell you why. So I've been knew that my husband has been cheating because his brother actually showed me proof and all that he been cheating. I was always told, if you're not going to leave, be quiet. So I was quiet. And not to mention, I'm not going to place the blame all on him, because even though I knew that he was cheating, I was doing my thing as well. I'm not mad that he was cheating. I'm mad because he was cheating with his brother, and I was also sleeping with his brother. So his brother was playing both of us. Yes, you heard it correctly. I was also sleeping with his brother as well. No, I did not know that the brother was gay. No, I did not know that my husband was gay. The reason why I am so pissed off mad is because the whole 7 years that my husband and I have been together, I have never been pregnant. Now that I started sleeping with the brother, all of a sudden, I'm pregnant.
Oh my God.
Guys,
Oh,
I don't know. This is the first
oh
time
my
I ever
God.
seen a video, and I'm
Oh my
speechless.
God.
This
I
the
am
first
That was
time
the
Mike's
edited
speechless.
version.
I'm
Yeah,
speechless too.
I think
Oh
that is an
my
edited
God.
version. Guys,
Oh
what y'all
my God.
what,
Oh my God.
say something in the comments. I don't even know what to
Okay.
ask you.
Woo. Wow.
First of all,
My
sis, let
heart
us
goes
get your
If
out.
you
address.
gonna say, you
So
said if you
My
gonna,
heart.
did she say if
Go
you're
ahead,
gonna stay
Gwen.
there, don't say nothing? Did she
she
say
said
that?
what? She said
If
what?
she's gonna stay there with him, she don't say nothing. That's what she
That's what
said.
she said. She
Oh,
was taught not to say anything if you're not gonna leave. So that's why she didn't say anything, because she basically was cheating too, but they was cheating with the same person. But her whole thing is because
oh my God.
she never was able to get pregnant
So
with her
what,
husband.
him
Now that
and
she's
his brother was sleeping together?
it
Look at
must
that.
not be a blood brother. It must not be a blood
That's,
brother.
that's
Well,
so
we can only hope that there's a
okay. Oh my
Jesus
God, jeez.
in this at some that this is not his brother. This is his play brother. Okay. This not that it makes it any better, but okay. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Woo.
I don't know what happens to a woman's mind when she sees her husband getting ridden by another man.
Ooh,
I don't know what breaks in the
I
mind,
think any
but
other
I
I,
black
I
will
think.
tell you when a
she would have got
man sees his
a bat.
wife
Wait, hold
being
on.
when a man sees his wife being worked out by another woman, we not really mad, we jealous. We feel our game is not tight enough, and we always wondering what else could we have done. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, now Gwen, what
Absolutely
was you
nothing.
saying? What was
Go
you
ahead, baby.
saying?
She did not respond like
At all.
a regular black woman would have responded. I'm telling you, I would have picked up
Well, any
everything that
woman,
I had that was going to hurt you in my
come on.
house. Oh my God. Oh
And she
my
just went back
God.
upstairs and covered
And
up
waited.
and
And waited.
pretended like I didn't see. I don't know. I don't. Someone should have
That
gotten
is
that lady. I
awful.
don't know.
Oh
Let
my
me
God.
see what the comments would have done, what
What
they
does the
would have
comment say?
said. Let me
Help us,
see what the
please, Jesus, Jesus, help us.
Oh
These
my
First of
God.
foul
all,
devils.
Stacy said yes, it's a fun show. Ooh, let me switch y'all views so I can have the comments coming up. Stacy said
Oh
yes, it's a fun show. Thank you so much, Stacy. And Stacy, I did get your text message and your DMs, and child, sometimes I can't respond right away, but I got it, and I'm gonna look at it. And thank you so much for sending it always. You said this is all sort of confusion, okay? Jesus be offense. Blood brother or best
wow.
friend. Lethal weapon. It's gotta be a best friend kind of brother.
Best
Like
friend.
it can't be no blood brother. You
Best
said
friend.
Gwen got a hot grit spirit.
Yes, I do. I do. I do.
Gwen
Yes.
was going Al
And I'm
Green
not,
on
and
them
I'm not,
totally.
and I'm not a violent person. But if I'd have
And
seen that,
hot
oh my
grits.
God.
Hot grits.
Oh my word. Well,
Mm.
guys, y'all continue to comment. What do you think? Put it in the comments if you're looking at this on playback. Also, too, guys, if you're looking at this on playback, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. Not
Well,
right
that
now, but
young
right
lady,
now.
that young lady is damaged. She's broken right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
You
she
Oh
know,
yeah.
is.
and
I mean,
even
but she better get
before,
it together. She got a baby coming.
how do you? I mean, Gwen,
I think
I
she was
don't.
broken before.
My mother taught my sisters, unfortunately, to kill. So I don't. She taught them that. If my sisters walked in, both of them getting shot with a
Hold
22.
on. I just want to say this whole show is alleged.
Allegedly.
This whole show is allegedly, guys. Ain't nobody killing nobody around these parts. Thank
but,
you so
I,
much, guys.
but I agree with Mike that she was damaged prior to because her reaction was not.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Also, I feel like your husband is not gay by surprise. Like you've been having some hints, for a long time,
Yes.
and you just was ignoring something because you didn't want to be single. But I just
Do you
definitely feel
think
like
Chris Jenner saw something in Bruce way
yeah,
before? Do you
yeah,
think Chris Jenner say, "Are
yeah.
are
He
you
probably was.
flaring
They
your
probably was
hair?"
dressing up a long
Yeah.
time.
She probably caught him doing something in some panties. I don't know, but it's not a surprise. It's not like, "Wow, I didn't know you were gay." Are you? That's like Lance Bass when he announced to the world, "Hey, I'm gay." We knew you were gay a decade before you said that.
Guys, he took 10 years to build up the courage. It does take some courage to let people know that you live in a lifestyle other than what people were assuming. I mean, like
I feel better now.
It's taken me many years to
all
get to
I
the
know is
point to let my girlfriend know that I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. She knows me
uh,
now.
first of all, guys, we only have 4 minutes left, and I've got some reaction videos that I've got to get to on this new segment called, let me see where I got it. Reaction time. What say you guys? I'm going to show you some segments. I'm going to show you some funny videos. I'm going to get your first thoughts, my guests, and in the comments, guys. So, and we're going to discuss it all. Let's get the first one going.
A gruesome discovery in Pinellas County, where witnesses found this almost 14-foot gator with a body in its mouth this afternoon. This happened in the Ridgecrest community along 134th Street near Oakland Road. Fox 13's Justin Matthews is out there live for us tonight. And Justin, I know you've been out there all afternoon. You actually spoke to a witness who saw this and went to get help. What did he have to say?
First of all, this is what I want to say, guys. Alligators, if you listen to this podcast, you need to be watching who you gonna eat. Cause see, that person might have been at McDonald's all last week. You know what I'm saying? And then you take a bite in there, and boom, here go your hypertension and kidney failure.
You know
'Cause
what?
that body sunk you.
This may sound racist, but when I see an alligator, I think white people. I can't tell you why. They're the only ones I know trying to pull those damn things out of the water.
Well, they
I
said
don't
he
see
was
brothers do
found
it.
with
We
the
don't do
body in
that.
the water. Okay, he was
Go
found
ahead,
with
tell
the
him.
body in the water. He was
Unbelievable.
found with the body in his mouth in the water. Okay, but what I just want to say is, did y'all see how it was like? He almost looked like a person. I was like, is that AI?
Like the hand look like a lady's
Yes.
hand.
Yes.
It was just Tuesday.
It did look like a lady's hand, though,
Like
right?
a person. Like,
That's
you
the
know
first
what I'm
thing I
saying?
thought of when I saw that too.
Like them pulling them out, like, you know, honey, that alligator
All
was
right,
tied.
let's see the next clip.
Okay, let's see. Let's get the next clip. Go ahead.
We're in Kettering, Ohio at Demnica's Italiano.
Years ago, I broke up with a girl I really liked because she said, I don't really care for Demnica's in Ohio. And now I'm thinking,
I got a feeling them niggas is a chain all over
I
the
think it's
world.
a chain of chicken stores. Them niggas.
Them niggas is
They
a
should have
chain
worked
all
on
over
that
the
name
country.
another half an hour.
I got a feeling it's a chain all over the country, y'all. Okay.
Them niggas.
Here
That's
goes
somebody's
again.
name, or they just made that up to have
We're in
story?
Kettering, Ohio at Demnica's Italiano.
years ago, I broke up with a girl I really liked because she said, I don't really care for Demnica's in Ohio. And now I'm thinking,
I was trying to play the name, but you know, it was. I mean, I was trying to show
When
the
he
name.
broke up with her, he didn't give her a chance to explain it.
No, you know, you be real sensitive. You be like, absolutely not.
Look, look, babe, I'm talking about them niggas that restaurant.
Hey, quick story. When I lived in Salt Lake City, I'm coming down the freeway, Parley's Canyon. It's snowing. On the radio, the guy says, "Please look out for the weather. Please batten down everything you need and watch out for black guys."
What?
I called my wife, said they talking about black guys on the radio, and she said they talking about black ice, not black guys, black ice. So I'm so ready to get at you.
Oh my
True story.
goodness.
Oh
True story.
my word. Okay,
Hey, we hit an hour.
guys,
And this is how you
just-
hit an hour.
I
I
will
love that.
save the other ones for next week. First of all, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in each and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. If you are watching this on playback, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now. And of course, I want to thank you so much to my audience that comes each and every week. Thank you so much to my guests. Comedian Mike Lee is in the building. Antee Gwen is in the building. Please let everybody know what you got going on and how they can find you and follow you.
Hey, go to Mike Lee 4691. Of course, it'll lead you to the Mike Lee experience, and that'll lead you to Rideshare Chronicles. We are killing it with Rideshare Chronicles. I'm putting out more of them later, but just not now. Please come see me and share this with 8 people and subscribe.
Yes. 8 people. And Antee Gwen, let them know what you got going on. And your website is live. So they can
I have a live website at Gwendoria. At Gwendoria.
Let me put it. Oh, here it goes right here. That's how they can follow you, and they can also go. Let me change this right now to
GwenDoriaA.com.
let me go to www.gwendoriaa.com.
I'm trying to develop my website along with my shoe.
Well, the website is up. And guys, go to GwenDoriaA.com. You can see Antee Gwen shoe, and you can also order it right there on GwenDoriaA.com. So follow Antee Gwen at Gwendoria, just the regular Gwendoria on Instagram. Gwendoria without the A. And and of course you guys can follow me on everything, especially my Instagram, which is I am Dale Harrison on Instagram. If you need to get in contact with me, get in contact with me on my website, IamDaleHarrison.com. I am Dale Harrison on everything. And Mike and Gwen, don't go anywhere because it's going to upload your footage at the end. You guys come back and see me next week, this time, this place, right here on the Dale Show 2.0. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. Outro. Let me put my outro card right here. Okay.
Okay, guys.